The helicopter fades into the distance as 10 strangers stand on the edge of a wild, unforgiving island. Waves crash violently against the rocks, and the thick jungle behind them hums with unknown dangers. Each contestant was told they were coming here to compete in the toughest survival challenge ever created. 30 days, no modern comforts. Only their instincts, strength, and determination. At the end of the challenge, the last team standing will walk away with $250,000. But there is one twist none of them expected. As the host walks toward the group, the tension is already rising. Some contestants stare at the dense forest ahead, others scan the beach for possible shelter. Everyone is thinking the same thing. 30 days in a place like this is going to push them beyond their limits. The host finally speaks and reveals the first shocking surprise. This is not an individual competition. Every contestant will be paired with someone they already know very well. Confused glances move through the group, then the second twist drops. Each person will be stranded with their ex. The reactions are immediate. Shocked laughter, awkward silence. One contestant shakes his head in disbelief. Another mutters that this has to be a joke, but it is very real. The host begins introducing the pairs, and the tension instantly multiplies. One pair has not spoken in 3 years after a brutal breakup. Another couple ended things only a few months ago. One contestant admits their relationship ended in complete chaos and betrayal. Now they must survive together if they want any chance at the money. Each pair receives only the most basic supplies: a small knife, a piece of rope, and a single metal pot. No food, no tents, no help. The rules are simple. Survive 30 days. Work together as a team. Complete brutal challenges along the way. If one partner quits, both are eliminated. Suddenly the reality hits everyone. They are not just fighting the jungle. They are fighting their past. Day 1 begins with immediate tension. Some pairs attempt to work together calmly, focusing on building shelter before nightfall. Others struggle to even speak without bringing up old arguments. One couple argues about who should gather firewood, another refuses to take advice from their ex at all. A few contestants realize quickly that survival requires putting pride aside, but that is easier said than done. As the sun begins to drop, the jungle grows louder, strange calls echo through the trees, and the temperature begins to fall. Without proper shelter, the night will be miserable. One pair manages to construct a rough lean-to using branches and palm leaves. Another pair fails completely and ends up sitting in the sand, exhausted and frustrated. The second day introduces the first challenge. Teams must navigate deep into the jungle to find a hidden water source. The winning pair earns a massive advantage: a survival kit containing fishing line, extra rope, and waterproof matches. The challenge pushes everyone to their limits. The jungle is thick and confusing, and the humid air drains their energy quickly. Old relationship dynamics begin showing themselves. One partner takes control while the other resists being told what to do. During the race, one couple begins arguing so loudly that they lose valuable time. Meanwhile, another pair that once ended on terrible terms surprisingly starts working well together. Their communication improves as survival instincts take over. In the end, one unexpected team wins the challenge, securing the survival kit. The rest return to camp empty-handed, forced to continue struggling with limited tools. As the days pass, hunger becomes a serious problem. Finding food is much harder than anyone imagined. Some contestants attempt fishing while others search the jungle for edible plants. The stress of starvation and exhaustion begins reopening emotional wounds. One contestant finally confronts their ex about why the relationship truly ended. Another refuses to talk about the past at all, focusing only on survival. By day 10, the competition takes a dramatic turn. A powerful storm rolls across the island overnight. Wind tears through the camps and rain floods the shelters. Many teams spent days building. Several pairs wake up soaked, shivering, and completely drained. One shelter collapses entirely, forcing the pair to rebuild from nothing. Despite the harsh conditions, the storm also creates an unexpected moment of connection for one couple. As they struggle to rebuild together, they begin talking honestly for the first time in years. Meanwhile, other teams fall deeper into conflict. One contestant threatens to quit after a heated argument. Their ex reminds them that quitting means both of them lose the chance at the money. By the halfway point of the challenge, the remaining teams are physically and emotionally exhausted. Weight loss, dehydration, and sleepless nights are pushing everyone to the edge. The next challenge raises the stakes even higher. Teams must climb a steep cliff path to retrieve a flag placed high above the ocean. The reward is huge. Fresh food, blankets, and medical supplies. The climb is terrifying. One slip could send someone falling into the rocks below. Trust between partners becomes critical. One pair that has argued constantly suddenly works perfectly together during the climb, communicating every step. Another pair completely falls apart halfway up the cliff and must turn back. The winning team celebrates with their first real meal in weeks. The rest watch silently, their hunger making the moment even harder. As the final week approaches, only a few pairs remain in the competition. Some relationships have healed during the experience, others have become even more bitter. The final challenge is the toughest yet. Teams must travel across the island, solving survival tasks and navigating dangerous terrain. The first pair to reach the final checkpoint after 30 days wins the prize. Exhausted but determined, the teams push through the jungle one last time. Old memories, anger, regret, and unexpected forgiveness all collide during the final journey. One pair begins to fall behind after an injury slows them down. Another pair refuses to quit despite barely having the strength to continue. In the final stretch, two teams race toward the last marker near the beach where the challenge began. Every step feels impossible after 30 brutal days of survival, but only one pair will cross the finish line first. Only one pair will walk away with $250,000. And after everything they have survived together, the biggest question remains. Did the experience destroy what little connection they had left? Or did surviving the wild with their ex somehow change everything forever?